Today is going to be another finest card video. And as you can see in the title, we're going to be going over who to grab first. I think this has the potential to be very helpful for a lot of you guys. And so including me, I get overwhelmed like when there's a big content drop. I don't really know what to do first. So sometimes I go on YouTube and say, or type into the search bar like what to do first in the new program or whatever. Sometimes it's easier to find out, sometimes it's not, but I'm going to try to make this video for you guys just to be a helpful video so you can get some of the cards that should be first on your list, and then maybe get the other ones that not a lot of people are going to be using next. So we're going to hop right into this list, and so far there's only been 22 cards revealed out of 30, and to find the actual cards, there might be more when I get this video out. You can find them on Twitter, MLB The Show Twitter. Just type that in. This is where I'm getting all the pictures and getting to see all their stats. So we're going to get right into this video, guys, and hope you guys enjoy. So 22, we got Jeimer Candelario. So I have a couple of key stats, and I do have their card art up. So pretty good card art there. So he's last on this list right now because we have a lot of variety in MLB The Show when it comes to first baseman. So I get that he is a switch hitter, and that is one of his key stats, but he does not have the contact or power versus righties. And I don't see a lot of people wanting to use him. He can play third base, but probably not the most juiced up finest card. He does have max contact versus lefties, which is good. So like if you really like his swing, you could probably put him on your bench to face lefties, but probably wouldn't use Jeimer Candelario on higher difficulties. So coming in at number 21, we have Miguel Rojas. He's the Marlins card. And to be honest, I don't know how some of these cards actually have 99s. I feel like maybe some of them should have 97, 96s, maybe even 95s, but I think every team is getting a 99. And so Miguel Rojas, there's card art. His key stats for me, he's got max contact versus lefties and diamond fielding anywhere you put him. So I believe he can play third base and second base and maybe another one, but he does have 95 fielding. So he'll be able to move over anywhere with diamond fielding. So really kind of an underwhelming card, but it's the Marlins. What do you expect? They don't really have a juiced roster or anything. So number 20, we got Kyle Lewis. Key stats here: 122 power versus lefties. He does have diamond fielding as well. So if you put him in the corner outfielders spot, he will have gold fielding. He does have 93 fielding in center. So he doesn't have a lot of speed. That's kind of why he's a little lower on this list. And he has a really weird swing. I don't think I'm a fan of it. I like leg kicks, but his leg kick is like double what I would expect a leg kick is. It is crazy. But Kyle Lewis, he's not terrible, but he's not one of the top guys either. So he's number 20. Number 19, we got Xander Bogaerts. His key stats: max contact versus lefties, 112 power versus lefties. He and Trevor Story are really similar. Story actually has a lot better defense and speed, but hitting wise, they're very similar. So Bogaerts, I like his swing, honestly. He just does not do a ton versus righties. He's got good stats, but like if you're playing on the higher difficulties, the only thing you're going to hit is lefties. So that's why he's number 19, and his defense is silver, which isn't that great for a shortstop. We got guys like Tatis that have diamond fielding, so pretty much just a fun card to use. Number 18, we got Lourdes Gurriel Jr. His key stats: almost maxed out contact versus righties. And he's got 4 secondary positions, gold fielding anywhere. So he can play corner outfield, short, second, and third. Pretty balanced card overall. His contact is really good versus both sides. He's got pretty good power. But other than that, it's just balanced all around, honestly. I could see this being a fun card to use. He does have a pretty good stance. And overall, the Blue Jays have just not been getting the good cards in their Team Affinity program. So he comes in at number 18. 17, like I said, Trevor Story destroys lefties. Holy cow. He almost has maxed out stats versus lefties, but the righties, like I said, is just not going to do it for you. He is higher than Xander Bogaerts on this list because He does have diamond fielding at shortstop, gold at second, I believe, and then he does have 99 stealing, and I think he has like 80 speed or something. But Trevor Story, um, not really the greatest card. He does have a really fast swing. I kind of like his 96, but it's not really anything amazing. So he comes in at number 17. Number 16, Giovanni Gallegos. The reason he isn't higher on this list is because his delivery is one of the easiest deliveries to read. And I'm sorry to Cardinals fans, but it just does not do it for me. He does have insane per nines, but the delivery, man, it's like he's only got 4 pitches. He's got slider, changeup, and then 2 fastballs. And then he does have 124 hits per nine and 122 Ks per nine. The attributes are going to blow you away, but I could see a lot of people just it's almost like BP, honestly. So that's why he's a little bit lower on this list. Number 15, David Fletcher. Everyone loves a little Fletch, honestly. This guy, you know what you're getting with him. He has 65 power versus both sides, and then he also has max contact versus lefties and almost max versus righties. And he does have diamond fielding at shortstop, and then he has 4 secondaries. He can play, I believe, the corner outfield, second and third base. So David Fletcher, you know what you're getting. You're getting a guy with great defense, average speed, amazing contact, low power. I don't think a lot of people are going to use him because power just matters a lot in this MLB The Show 20 game. So David Fletcher, probably going to be a fun card to use for like a theme team, but really nothing much else than that. Number 14, we got Shane Bieber. He'd be a lot higher on this list too if he had a little bit more velocity and a different windup, honestly, because his windup is one of the easiest ones to hit as well. But he does have the pitching attributes. So he has the 125 K per nine. His hits per nine, I can't remember, but I think they were 108 maybe, 108 stamina and 108 hits per nine. You could check that if you want, but I don't have it on here. He does have a 5-pitch mix. He's got the fastball. He does have a cutter. He has a knuckle curve and a changeup, I believe, and then something other, maybe a slider. But he not really the best differentials, but that's why he's number 14 and not higher. It's just because he doesn't have enough velocity, and his windup is just a little bit too hittable. So moving on, number 13, Anthony Santander. Amazing swing. That's why he's a little bit higher on this list. He has 115 power versus righties. The power versus lefties, though, is like 65 or 70. I can't remember. It's not where you want it to be. That's why if he had if he had 90 power versus lefties, that would make me want to use him, actually, because he does have diamond fielding in right field. He will have gold fielding anywhere else, but with Santander, you're probably going to want to put him in right because he does have 56 speed too. So overall, pretty good card, actually. The swing does it for me, but other than that, it's an Orioles card. So I like Anthony Santander. Probably will give him a shot too. Maybe give him a debut, but I'm not sure. So he comes in at number 13. Number 12, we got Freddie Freeman. His key stats, he destroys the heck out of righties, and he does have the diamond shield at first base. He has 92 fielding. So Freddie Freeman, you're just going to hit the ball very well versus righties, not versus lefties. 86 contact, 81 power, I believe. He didn't do much versus lefties this year at all. And really only a guy that you should use on All-Star or lower, honestly. But I don't know. If you like his swing, go ahead and use him. But overall, not one of my favorite cards to use. His swing is actually weird for me. It's a little fast, but I don't know. It's a really good card, though. So Freddie Freeman coming in at number 12. 11, we have Nelson Cruz, my favorite team, the Twins. His key stats, max contact versus lefties and max power versus lefties. He's got 125 both sides. He does have a pretty good swing, honestly, but he does not have good speed. I think he only has like 37 speed, and then he has awful fielding. Like, I think he's going to be bronze in right field, and if you put him left, he'll probably go down to common. He does have a cannon out there, but it's just not where you want it to be, honestly. You would never want to put this guy in the outfield. He's not going to get to anything. But it is a really good hitting card. Maybe somebody you could use in BR, but Nelson Cruz coming in at number 11. Number 10, we got Kyle Tucker. Pretty good balanced hitting card overall. 106 contact versus righties. 102 power versus lefties. And he does have an amazing swing. That is why he makes the top 10 list, is because Yeah, well, he does have gold fielding, and he has a really good speed out in the outfield. So you'll get to a lot of balls, but he does have that really good swing. When he was a bronze, I loved using him in showdown. He was just amazing for me. So he comes in at number 10. Number 9, we got DJ LeMahieu. He's really good, honestly. He's got max contact versus both sides, and he does have 3 secondaries. I believe they're all infield secondaries. He can play third, short, and first, and he'll be gold anywhere. Really, nothing much to talk about here. He's getting max contact, gold fielding, average speed, average power, nothing much else. But that contact will help. So he comes in at number 9. Number 8, Salvi. Amazing swing, honestly. I probably should have put that in here for the key stat. 99 overall. He's got gold fielding for sure. Not the best speed, though. I think it's like 20 or something. But he's got max contact versus righties, which is the pitchers you're going to be facing the most often. He does have max power versus lefty. So if you get a lefty, he'll have less contact but more power. And overall, just a really good card. I love his 94. His swing is just so good. It's so easy to time out the ball with Salvi, and that's why he's coming in at number 8. So number 7, Zach Gallen. Another amazing card. His key stats, 108 hits per 9. And he does have a 5-pitch mix, including a sinker and a cutter. That is the meta this year. So a lot of these guys you'll see on this list will have the sinker cutter combo. So Zach Gallen, he does have that. He has 108 stamina, I think, as well. So his windup is not as hittable as Shane Bieber, but it's still, his attributes, I think, just outweigh Shane Bieber's just a little bit. But overall, just a really good starting pitcher. If you need a 5th starter, maybe even a 4th starter, go ahead and pick up Zach Gallen from the Diamondbacks. Number 6, we got 99 Jacob deGrom. This guy is insane. He does not have a sinker or a cutter. He does have an amazing 4-seam fastball, and he does have a 2-seam that's about 4 or 5 miles an hour different from his 4-seam. He might have outlier. We haven't seen his quirks yet, but his stats are on Twitter. He has 125 K per 9, and like I said, he does have that 5-pitch mix. So his 4-seam should touch 100 at least, or pretty easily, actually. They might give him outlier, honestly. It makes that card that much better. It makes it like a Juice Nate Pearson, honestly, because he has better attributes. So Jacob deGrom, number 6. Nick Anderson, this guy's nasty. He got revealed yesterday, I believe. His key stats, 125 hits and K per 9, both maxed out. And he does have a pretty good pitch mix, too. His fastball primary, he's probably going to hit 98 to 100 on that. He won't have outlier for sure. He does have a sinker, too. That hits 96, 97, and then he does have a slider and a curveball, too. No changeup, but I wish he had a changeup instead of a curve. It'd just make him that much better, honestly. But he comes in at number 5 just because he does have pretty good control. It's not amazing, but it is really good. It'll get the job done. And he also does have almost maxed out per 9s, like when it comes to velocity and clutch, too. So he comes in and he cracks the number 5. Number 4, we got Yu Darvish. This was literally just dropped as I was recording this video. His key stats, amazing control. He's honestly a pretty balanced card overall. Nothing, I don't think he has anything above 110, honestly, but he doesn't have anything below 95, I want to say. So it's really good. He does have the sinker cutter combo as well. He has a 12-6 and I believe a 4-seam too, and then something else, maybe a 2-seam, I'm not sure. But overall, a really good card. His windup is a little bit tricky too. He throws from the stretch, but you kind of just see the ball last second, so it's a little bit harder to pick up. And with that cutter, it'll be really nice. So he comes in at number 4. Number 3, Trevor Bauer. He is above Yu Darvish just because his attributes are outweighing his by a decent amount, because he does have 124 hits per 9. And that, if you guys didn't know, that affects the size of your opponent's PCI. So that is just an insane attribute. He's got the 5-pitch mix, sinker cutter combo. He should be very good. He has a little bit more velocity than Shane Bieber, but he won't blow you away. But with that combo and the hitting attributes, he should be very good. So he cracks the top 3. Number 2, we got an amazing Devin Williams. His key stats, maxed out hits and K per 9. He has an amazing pitch mix. He's got a sinker, cutter, screwball. He's got that changeup primary, and then he's got a fastball too. He's definitely going to make my squad, probably for Eric Gagne. Just an amazing card overall. The Brewers had some really good relievers this year, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait to use this card. So he makes the top 2. And if you've seen Twitter on MLB The Show at all, you know who number 1 is by now. Juan Soto, the legend himself. So there's really, I mean, this dude is like Babe Ruth of last year. He has 125 and literally almost hitting attribute. I mean, the guy is just insane. He doesn't have amazing fielding. I think he has silver fielding, and he doesn't have the most amazing speed as well. But I mean, the hitting is just insane. I think I'm going to start him in left field just because he's got maxed out contact, max power versus lefty, and then 119 versus righties, I'm pretty sure. And then he's got some other really juiced stats as well. And he's making number 1 just because that swing is just so good, man. It's so easy to time up the ball. And yeah, so those are the 22 players that have been released so far, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please hit that like button. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Subscribe if you're new. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.